So excited for this week. The Ebor Festival is back at York every August. Love this festival, of course. We are in the north of England, we're in North Yorkshire on the Knavesmire. What an exciting festival this year. What an exciting period it has been for flat racing. We had Goodwood just a couple of weeks ago, and we've got the St Ledger just a couple of weeks away. But right now we're focusing our attentions on the Ebor Festival. Wednesday, huge day, Juddmonte International Day. Thursday, Ladies' Day, Yorkshire Oaks. Friday, all about the speed, the Nunthorpe Stakes. And then Saturday, Ebor Day itself, and one of the biggest handicap races of the year, the Ebor Handicap. Really looking forward to this week. And here are some selections for the races. I'm going to go through each day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with a feature race on each day. And Wednesday, I've got a couple of bonus races in there, including the Great Voltager Stakes. So let's take a look. Firstly, at Wednesday, 3:35. So first up, Wednesday, feature race of the week, really. Juddmonte International. What a race this is. Incredible. Only 4 runners this year, but it's one of the richest races in the country. Last year, the prize fund for this race reached £1 million, with the winner taking over £500,000, and that will continue again this year. Huge prize money available again. Paddington, odds on favourite. Only 4 runners, as I said. Moshadaf around 2 to 1, 9 to 4. Nashwa 10 to 1. The Foxes 14 to 1. I like the Foxes. Don't have a price for this just yet, but there will be a price near the off of the race. I like the Foxes to finish in the top 2. This horse has got decent form at this course. Has won here before. And whilst Paddington, of course, is the standout star and the expected winner of this race, I do think the Foxes can potentially cause an upset, and certainly has the ability to finish in the top 2. I think the betting will be very interesting for this race. Will Paddington contract, or will the price drift slightly? We will see. It's going to be absolutely fascinating. Wednesday, first day of the festival. Really looking forward to this one. I mean, 4 runners. You don't often get really excited about a 4-runner race, but this is going to be absolutely fascinating. The jockeys on the day will be Ryan Moore, Paddington, Frankie on Moshadaf, Nashwa will be ridden by Holly Doyle, and the Foxes, Sheen Murphy. What an event this is going to be. So I'm going to throw in a couple of bonus races for Wednesday. We're looking at 3 o'clock on Wednesday, and we like Gregory to land yet another success. I'm beating this horse in 3 starts. This is the Sky Bet Great Voltager Stakes. I fancy Gregory to go well again. Went really well at Ascot last time. Front running ride from Frankie, and he held on superbly to win there. He's currently favourite for the St Ledger at Doncaster in September, and I fancy Gregory to remain unbeaten here at York on Wednesday. So let's look at another quick bonus race here on Wednesday as well. 4:10, Sky Bet Stayers Handicap. I like a horse here at around 11, 12 to 1. Solent Gateway. Holly Doyle will be on board. Bit of an inconsistent horse he is, but has had some success this year. He had a first at Haydock back in May, and also won at Wolverhampton at the start of the year back in January. So yeah, whilst this horse is inconsistent, I feel that at a price, I think he's worth a little punt. 11, 12 to 1 I think currently is the market for Solent Gateway. Next we go to Ladies' Day. It's Thursday, 3:35. A couple of good horses I like in this one. It's the Fillies and Mares Group 1 Yorkshire Oaks. Love this race. Always a good fun one. I like a couple at a big price this year. Novakai, 16 to 1 this horse. Finished first last time out at Newmarket. Really good performance that day in a Class 1. Ran at Chantilly in June. Didn't do too well there, but before that, good second at the Dante Festival, losing to Soul Sister. No shame in that at all. That was back in May over this track. So I like this horse, Novakai. If Novakai gets a run at York, 16 to 1 feels a really nice price to get in the frame. So next, Yorkshire Oaks selection is Poptronic, another one at 16 to 1, another one I fancy at a each way price to hit the frame. Ran in this race last year and finished last, 7th of 7th. That was when Alphanista won. Beautiful horse Alphanista. But I do think this horse will do much better this year in this race. First last time out at Haydock Park has improved quite significantly, and that was just appeared to be just a one-off bad run last year at York. Hasn't done too badly at York. Third at the Dante Festival back in May. There was 7 runners in that field, and second of 6 back in July last year. So we know this horse can run well at York, and pretty consistent aside from that run last year in this race. So do fancy this horse to hit the frame at 16 to 1. I think it's a decent price. Good luck if you're having a bet in the Oaks. Next we go to Friday's feature race, which is going to be sensational. Really, really looking forward to this one. It's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. It's over 5 furlongs. Batash, remember him when he did the double just a couple of years ago? Well, I feel Highfield Princess has the chance for her to do a double. She won this race last year. She was sensational last time out at Goodwood. She had 2 really good runs at Ascot as well. A third over 6 furlongs at the Royal Meeting. That was on 24th of June. She also had a second when she was beaten by Bradsell over 5 furlongs at Ascot. That was on June the 20th. Bradsell does run in this race and will be second favourite. 4 to 1 Bradsell, but I do fancy Highfield Princess. 6 to 4. It's a skinny price, but I think there's some value still in there. I think she'll give you a really good run once again. And I think she's still improving. 6 years old, but it feels like there's still more in her, to be quite honest. I fancy her to go well again. Really feel she's got a great chance. She won one of the big superstars on show this week. But another horse I like in this race at a bit of a bigger price, if you want a bit of an each way punt, 20 to 1 currently. Cardem ran really well at Ascot over 6 furlongs to win there with Spencer on board at 80 to 1 back in June. A huge price there. Another huge price here today. Has won on 5 furlongs before, but it's back at Goodwood. That was in 2022. Hasn't done particularly well since, a bit of indifferent form other than that Ascot win back in June. Certainly when this horse gets it right, certainly very, very capable. But yes, indifferent this one. That's why I think it's a kind of a value punt at 20 to 1. Cadem will be ridden by Jamie Spencer, and I'm sure he'll be holding the horse up at the back as is his usual style. So the final race we're looking at here is the Sky Bet Ebor, Saturday 3:35. One of the big handicaps of the summer. Really looking forward to this one. Always a good fun race, this one at York. First horse, like the look of it, at a bit of a price, going for 2 at a bit of a price in this one. The first one is HMS President. 20 to 1 this one. Like it as an each way bet. Doesn't always get everything right, this horse, but so far this year has had a really good year with 2 seconds and a first. Second last time out at the Royal Meeting at Ascot in a decent race that day. Won at Newmarket back in May and was second at Kempton Park back in April. So I do like this horse. I like its chances of certainly hitting a frame at a big price in what is going to be such an exciting race. So finally, got to go for a big outsider here. Got to go for the old boy, Yukon Glen, around 40 to 1 at the minute. I like it as an each way punt. Feels like Yukon Glen has been around forever. 10 years old now. He's run in this race the last 3 years. Finished 7th last year, 11th the year before, and 5th the year before that. So I like this horse at 40 to 1. Certainly feel like he's got another good run in him. Ran really well at the Goodwood Festival back in August, finishing 3rd that day. Stayed on really well on heavy ground towards the end. Was never going to win the race. That was won by Sweet William, who is favourite, of course, for this Ebor currently. Sweet William ran 4 to 1, and it was a great performance by Sweet William that day. But I fancy this, Yukon Glen to hit the frame. I certainly think he's got a great chance. Paul Mulrennan always rides this horse. I'm sure he'll be on board once again, and I hope for the romantics, the horse racing romantics of us, we see Yukon Glen hit that frame at 40 to 1. Certainly would love to see him place again. So best of luck if you're having a bet on the Sky Bet Ebor. So best of luck if you're having a bet this week. Let me know what you're getting on. below. Good luck all, and hope everyone has a great week at York.